Winning couples. I'm super excited to let you hear this unscripted commercial that my husband Lee did for the Couples Playbook. This is a resource he truly believes in, and I want you to hear it from his mouth. Let's check it out.
Oh, I believe I believe in marriage and I believe in the couples playbook. I believe in this strategic planning tool that you've developed. And I think part of it is because of how God has created me, my makeup. You
Yeah.
know me, I'll write a business plan in a heartbeat. Matter of fact, I force myself to write no more business plans. But I just believe in strategic planning because I just believe that even biblically, it lets us know in Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2, God tells Habakkuk to write the vision and make it plain so that he who reads it can run with it. Write it plain on tablets so that he who reads it can run with it. Well, the reality is Habakkuk was complaining to God about what was going on all around. It seemed like the worst people were winning the day. They were completely winning the game. And the good people who were trying to play the game the right way were losing. And Habakkuk was complaining. And God said, all right, then, if you would be quiet for a second, this is my paraphrasing it. I want you to write down what you hear me say. And write it on tablets and make it plain. God was responding to his complaints and all of that. I use that as again, this is me bringing it into our modern day context, that if you want to win in your marriage, then you have to write the vision that God has given you. You got to make it plain. You got to write it. We don't write on, we write on electronic tablets now. We got to write it on tablets so that when we come back and read it, we can run with it. Now, Habakkuk is saying, just to be biblically accurate, when Habakkuk was writing on that tablets, that was for other people to read it and run with it. But here's the thing, when your marriage is winning, guess what? Your life is like a visual tablet for people that when they read your life, when they see your life, they can run with that and they can be blessed in their life as well. So I know I'm reading into a lot of it and making it work, but I just believe, and I think really this is oriented for men as well, because I just think that because we are so tangible, we're visual, we like to see and touch things in many ways. But this is a tangible way for you to kind of get back to what we were talking about before, getting on the same page, getting in unity. What are your plans for the future? What are your thoughts, number one, for the future in all these different areas? Because the challenge that I think so many marriages have, whether you are new in marriage, a newlywed, or whether you've been in this thing for a long time, there's an ongoing struggle of the two becoming one, right? The two has been doing your individual lives for a long time, particularly if you're older. You've been living life on your own for a long time, and those two lives coming together to make one is difficult. So how do you do it? One way that you do it is being proactive and the things that you want to see happen. So you talk about what your future is, what you want to do, your aspirations, your hopes. You talk about what you hear God is saying to you or whatever. And if God is speaking to you, God didn't mean, because you're married, God didn't intend for you to live this thing out by yourself. You have a spouse that he wants to come alongside you. And yes, he spoke it to you, but if you're married, your spouse has a role in making that come to pass. Just like if God speaks to your spouse, you have a role in making, and that don't mean that has to be your passion, that has to be your vision and your dream, but God wants you as the mate, as a spouse, to come alongside. So I just think this couples playbook begins to tangibly, very practically allows for us to do that so that we can win, y'all. Be happy, be healthy, be whole, in our marriage.
One of the comments I hear from couples all the time is, Robin, my spouse and I are just not on the same page. But here's the truth that I have to tell them, and I want to tell you. You don't just stumble onto the same page. You have to be intentional, and that's why I created the Couples Playbook. This newly revised edition walks you and your spouse step by step through the conversations, the plans, and the decisions that help you once and for all get on the same page and win together. Not just in in one area of your marriage, but in every area. So if you're ready for clarity, unity, and a real plan you both can follow, this is your moment. Grab the Couples Playbook.